Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Inktober Tangles Day 18, Zutto Part 2. Zutto is a tangle by CZT Yuko Takamasu. And yesterday we took a quick look at the first step of this heart-shaped tangle. It's kind of a 3D version of Helen Williams' Heartline. So if you'd like to check that out, you can find a step out for that on tanglepatterns.com. And some of you may be wondering what Zutto means. That word has several meanings or definitions in Japanese, but Yuko-san says on tanglepatterns.com that she chose Zutto to the meaning to be eternity for this particular tangle. And I think that fits with the continuous line of hearts. So let's get started here. I didn't really have anything specifically planned, so we're just going to kind of tangle along. And we're just going to start with a line of those hearts. I've got a black pen and a regular sized Zentangle tile. And all right, let's go. We're starting with that very first step. And I'm kind of changing up the size of the hearts for this particular project. And I've kind of got a tail end here, and we'll deal with that a little later. And we've got another one over here as well. So that's our first step, is just making that continuous line of hearts like we did yesterday. The second step is we're kind of making, almost looks like ribbons within ribbons. So we're going to aura along the inside heart shape. And I'm going to start with the top row of hearts here. And once we have that finished, then we're going to do the bottom row. Just like that. And then we're going to continue making these kind of ribbon shapes by making an aura on the outside of the left side of the heart, if that makes sense. And once you've gotten that far, then we go back to the bottom row. We're kind of doing the same thing. It's like the mirror opposite almost. And then back to the inside. I'm always alternating between the top hearts and the bottom hearts. And the same thing on the bottom. So we get this ribbon effect. And then back to the top. And as you can see here, we've got this ribbon shape coming up here, this aura. And I'm just going to continue that on the top. The same here. And for this one, because we don't have another heart over here, I'm kind of just going to make that into a ribbon. And then we'll go to the bottom row again, and I'm going to follow this line that we previously made and make that the same width. And again, we're going to follow this and make that the same width. And then I'll come back over here and I kind of want to take that ribbon as well. And that is Zutto. That is our tangle. Now we have some shading to do, but before we do that, for some interest, I think I'm just going to add some diagonal lines through the actual heart shapes here, rather than fill them in. And I'm going to do that for each of the hearts. The more you practice this tangle, actually, the easier and more fun it becomes. So I hope you do practice it. Because there are so many ways that you could make this tangle, either in a straight ribbon row or with a curve, or by changing up the sizes of the hearts. It's just a lot of fun. And then for this, the bottom, I think I'm gonna flip it a little bit so that I can work a little easier. I'm actually gonna go the other way. There, I have those filled in now. And instead of using a number 2 pencil, the graphite today, I thought I'd use something a little bit different. I have 2 shades of gel pens here. And these are just something I picked up at Walgreens. They're Wexford brand, but I really like them. So because these are like ribbons, we're going to use a dark pink and a light pink. I'm going to start with the dark pink here. And I think I'll go with the ribbon on the right side, and I'm just gonna fill that in with the darker pen. And you don't have to use pink, you can use something else. You could even use colored pencils if that's what you prefer. And that would be an awesome choice too. All right, for now, I'm going to put my darker pink pen to the side, and I'm going to grab the lighter pink pen. And I'm going to use that on the left side. And then I think I'm going to make this ribbon over here the lighter pink. I will add light pink touches to these areas. And this is just one way you can shade. There are other ways. And I think I'll go back to the darker pink and fill in the remaining areas. There. And now I'm going to take a number 2 pencil, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of graphite around the edges of the inside of each of these. And I think I'm only going to do it on the one side here. And for the bottom row, I'll also do that kind of along the same inside as the other. And then I'll take a tortillon and blend that. So we have Zutto there. I'm going to take it a step further and add a little shading to the outside. I have one of these pastel chalk pencils from Generals, but this is actually a pink one. So instead of using a number 2 pencil, I'm using this pastel chalk pencil instead. And I'm just going to add a little bit the outside. And it's just going to give a little hint of color. while I'm doing this, I just want to give a big shout out to my first 2 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. You guys are absolutely awesome. All right, so just adding a little hint of color with this pastel chalk pencil. And I don't have a tortillon to work with those. Instead, I use a cotton swab, just like a Q-tip. And then I just kind of blend that out. And it just adds that little hint of color, like a little blush of color there. I'm not working very dark here. It's just very light. So you can barely see it, but it adds a nice, just a nice touch there. All right. And that is basically it really for Zutto. Once you've practiced and learned this, it is truly really fun. To finish off this tile, I'm just going to add my initials. I'm just going to incorporate them into my ribbon here. And I'm going to, on the back, I like to sign. And for this one, I like to put that it's Inktober 2023. And the date is 10/18/23. And this was Zutto. Take a moment to appreciate. That's always an important step. And I hope you enjoyed this short little tutorial for this really fun tangle. I know I'm going to use this one a lot. Have a great night. Enjoy. And thanks for watching. Love you guys.